Have you blown up over tiny trivial things today? Dead phone battery, rude interruptions in meetings, gridlock traffic? You think these minor incidents break your mood, but neuroscience proves you're wrong. Sleepless nights, hurtful words, reckless impulsive choices rarely stem from bad events themselves. Your brain automatically shuts down rational thinking exactly when you need clarity most. Meet Leon Festinger, a member of the U.S. National Academy of Sciences. Quick introduction to Leon Festinger, a legendary American social psychologist famous for developing the Festinger's rule and cognitive dissonance theory, who spent decades researching human emotional reactions. He spent his whole career solving one critical question: why do two people react completely differently to identical hardships? His landmark conclusion: only 10% of life events are out of your control. The remaining 90% comes purely from how you interpret those 10%. It's never the event that torments you, it's the meaning you assign to it. This powerful framework is known as Festinger's rule, and it can make you unshakably calm. Today, I'm skipping empty cliches like stay positive or cheer up. We'll uncover why generic emotion control hacks never work long-term. We'll break down how people recover from demotion and humiliation to bounce back stronger within half a year. Plus, a shocking brain secret Festinger uncovered after infiltrating a doomsday cult for 2 months, directly tied to your daily mood swings. Let's start with a simple thought experiment. Imagine you spend 3 months crafting a project proposal, only to get publicly shut down by your manager, who calls your ideas shallow. Person 1 turns red instantly, takes the rest of the day off, loses sleep for 3 straight nights. They replay the scene non-stop, label themselves worthless, and even consider quitting their job. Person 2 nods respectfully in the meeting, schedules a 20-minute one-on-one afterward to clarify their supervisor's expectations. They submit a revised draft 1 week later and earn a promotion 3 months down the line. Same exact event. 2 entirely different life outcomes. The problem never lies in what happened. It lies in you. Festinger's rule is no empty motivational slogan. It's a cold, rigorous cognitive model. The painful event only accounts for 10% of your suffering. The other 90% comes from labels, interpretations, self-narratives you attach to the event. Interpreting criticism as, "I'm terrible," is your personal mental script, not objective fact. If you frame traffic jams as "today is doomed," your whole day operates under that negative filter. Ancient Chinese philosophy states, "All peace and turmoil arise from the mind." This isn't meaningless self-help fluff. Your brain functions like an interpretation machine. The labels you feed it generate matching emotions. Those emotions then reshape every decision, action, and relationship you build. Research tracked professionals through career setbacks. People stuck in negative emotion for over 72 hours are 3.4 times more likely to make reckless, impulsive decisions in the next 6 months. It's not that their struggles are worse. Their brains dwell too deeply on that controllable 90% interpretation zone. You cannot stop random bad events from occurring, but full power over your reaction always belongs to you. Most people simply choose to surrender that power without realizing it. Now, we reveal the hidden brain trap that steals your emotional control every time you lose your cool. Festinger stumbled on an earth-shattering observation during his 1956 field research. He secretly joined a religious cult, convinced a global flood apocalypse would arrive on a specific date, with aliens saving loyal followers. Many believers quit their jobs and donated all their savings to the group ahead of the predicted day. When the date passed with zero disaster, Festinger assumed members would wake up and admit they'd been misled. The exact opposite happened. Followers grew even more devout. They fabricated a new, consistent logic. Their collective piety convinced higher powers to spare humanity. Festinger named this universal mental pattern cognitive dissonance. The human brain cannot tolerate internal contradictions between thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. When inconsistency appears, the brain automatically launches a repair routine, but it always picks the easiest shortcut. Instead of rewriting flawed beliefs to match facts, it distorts reality to protect your existing worldview. Just like the cult members couldn't accept, "I wasted everything on a lie," your brain fabricates excuses to avoid internal conflict. You snap at someone, then your brain invents justifications. "They provoked me first. Anyone would get mad." You procrastinate for weeks, and your mind tells you, "I only create good work with sudden bursts of inspiration." You keep getting hurt in relationships, and your brain rationalizes, "Heartbreak is just the cost of loving deeply." These excuses aren't logical conclusions. They're automatic rationalization, scripts your brain generates to maintain inner balance. Neuroscience confirms emotional arousal drastically suppresses activity in the prefrontal cortex, our brain's rational judgment center. Plain translation: once you get heated, your logic shuts down completely. The amygdala, your primal instinct center, takes full control, running automatic interpretation scripts written over decades of trauma, bias, and past failure. The core issue isn't that you're emotional. You don't realize primitive, automatic thought patterns are steering your choices. People with rock-solid emotional stability aren't heartless or numb. They hold a mental switch most people never discover. Take a senior product director at a top tech firm as a real-world example. Corporate restructuring eliminated his entire product line, dissolved his team, cut his salary by nearly 40% and demoted him. He walked out of the executive office, grabbed a glass of water in the hallway, and returned to his desk organizing project documents. When coworkers asked if he was okay, he replied, "This hurts, but the event is over. My focus is what I do next." 6 months later, he leveraged that downtime to explore a new industry niche and accepted an outside role paying 50% more than his original salary. Calm people aren't born with thicker skin. They master a simple cognitive skill called separation. Separate raw objective events from the subjective interpretations you attach to them. For ordinary people, event and interpretation fuse instantly. Something bad happens, judgment pops up, emotion erupts, destructive actions follow in an unbroken automatic chain. Emotionally regulated people insert a deliberate gap between the event and their internal narrative. Viktor Frankl, a groundbreaking Austrian psychiatrist, survived 3 years in Nazi concentration camps and witnessed unimaginable human cruelty. Quick intro to Viktor Frankl: Holocaust survivor, founder of logotherapy, author of the global bestseller Man's Search for Meaning. His core insight, featured in his world-famous book, "Between Stimulus and Response Lies a Space. Within that space rests our freedom to choose how we react." This mental gap is the secret competitive advantage of every emotionally resilient person. Most people's gap is non-existent. Input triggers instant reaction with zero pause for reflection. Mentally disciplined people train this gap to stretch for seconds, minutes, or longer over time. They still feel all emotions deeply, but they build a mental barrier separating raw feeling from impulsive action. Now I'll share a replicable 3-step cognitive framework to build that barrier yourself. No vague self-help advice. First, let's address why standard mood fixes like deep breathing or empathy exercises only treat surface symptoms. They calm your physical body, but leave your underlying cognitive scripts untouched. Cognitive scripts are automatic interpretation codes your brain activates in specific scenarios, shaped by childhood upbringing, past failures, and repeated life experiences. Criticism triggers an instant script: "They're targeting me," or "I'm incompetent." Breathing exercises lower your heart rate temporarily, but the harmful script remains, triggering identical meltdowns next time the situation repeats. Lasting emotional balance requires rewriting these ingrained mental scripts entirely. Here is the actionable 3-step cognitive reset method. Step 1. Name the event objectively, with zero value judgments. Write or state only pure facts. My manager said my proposal lacked depth. Stop there. Do not add "he hates me" or "I'm terrible at my job." Step 2. Identify your automatic script and separate fact from personal interpretation. Ask yourself, is this statement objective truth or a story I invented? Where did I learn this negative belief? This step feels unnatural at first because scripts feel identical to reality, but consistent practice reveals their artificial nature. Scientific research shows simply labeling your emotions reduces amygdala activity by over 30%, reactivating your rational prefrontal cortex. Step 3. Consciously select a new constructive interpretation. The event itself never changes, but your mental gap lets you pick alternate meaning that serves your growth. Instead of "my proposal rejection proves I'm worthless," reframe it as "this feedback lets me adjust my direction before final delivery." Instead of "traffic ruins my whole day," reframe delays as extra quiet time to listen to educational audiobooks. This method doesn't force blind optimism. It expands your mind beyond one single negative narrative, handing control back to you. The quality of your emotional life depends entirely on how many distinct interpretations you can generate for one single event. Limited perspectives trap you under external circumstances. Multiple perspectives set your emotions free. Many viewers will ask, does this technique mean I must suppress every negative feeling? Let's clarify the critical difference between emotional stability and toxic suppression. The biggest widespread misunderstanding: emotional calm means feeling nothing at all. Suppression and healthy emotional processing are complete opposites. Suppression shoves pain deep inside without acknowledgement. Unresolved trauma resurfaces as chronic anxiety, physical illness, or explosive breakdowns later on. Processing emotions means fully recognizing discomfort, then actively choosing not to let feelings dictate your behavior. Quick test to tell them apart. Suppressed people say, "I'm fine," with rigid posture, shallow breathing, and clipped speech. Emotionally regulated people calmly state, "This situation upsets me. I need time to plan my next steps." Suppression is surrendering to hidden pain. Emotional processing is taking intentional ownership of your reactions. We'll use Zeng Guofan as a powerful historical real-world case study. Brief background on Zeng Guofan: renowned Chinese Qing dynasty statesman, military leader, and scholar. His youthful diaries document extreme emotional volatility. He flew into rages over minor comments and sank into crippling depression after failures for days on end. His mentor Teng Jian gave him one lifelong practice: daily quiet meditation to observe internal emotional movement. This practice never demanded suppression. It taught him to observe emotions from a mental distance instead of merging fully with them. Zeng Guofan refined this habit over decades, sustaining clear judgment and steady decision-making through brutal civil war battles and vicious political power struggles. He did not eliminate pain. He refused to let pain steer his choices. This is the deepest core of Festinger's rule. You cannot control the external 10% of random events, but the 90% of your personal interpretation remains your ultimate sphere of freedom. The quiet power struggle between your inner self and the outside world. Your torment never comes from external events. It comes from the unexamined mental distance between you and what happens to you. You think you're fighting against unfair outside circumstances, yet your lifelong true battlefield exists within your brain's interpretation system. Calm, unshakable people don't possess natural gifts or lack feelings. They accepted a hard truth early. The world does not owe you a comfortable, fair storyline. Only you hold full authority to write the meaning of every event in your inner world. This realization brings lonely clarity You can no longer blame all hardship on external events, but unmatched empowering freedom, because the 90% always stays yours to command. Will you reclaim ownership of that 90% reaction zone? Or keep letting random small events judge your whole state of mind? If this cognitive three-step method changed how you view emotional management, smash the like button. Subscribe to this channel for more actionable psychology, cognitive behavior, and self-mastery frameworks.